So glad you could join us from the far. Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the River Toads and the Stanford Cardinal. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, the River Toads head coach told me before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. About to tee it up to get this one going. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the River Toads offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really... just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And listen to this crowd on the opening play of the game. The defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already... a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush, and it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like, all right, let's run something safe, right? Like, that couldn't have gone worse to start this game. Interested to see how they respond. We can't just get pass happy, right, and put ourselves in a bad situation. But this offense has got to do something here on second down. Got to at least quiet the crowd down a little bit because they are going bananas.
And now the River Toads will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Nestles it in at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. Onto the field comes Davis Flores. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. Hits inside, it's Ford. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Quick give. It's Ford. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Drops back. It's Warren. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll take the penalty and move them back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Rush is on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Good job just to get rid of that one.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking long. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Quickly complete. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Second down, gonna throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. But the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Booster. Let it go. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of them.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that... Picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Play action on first down. Finds his man. Taken down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Finds his target. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The River Toads line up to punt it away. Looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. Sets his feet. It's Warren. Holds on. It's Blackburn. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Ford. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Got a man, it's Holt. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Defense all over him.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Out wide right, it's Ford. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Stanford! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Fresh set of downs going up top. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Right side, it's Brown. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got his man. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball...
Caught, and he's got room, just steamrolling the defense. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, like just that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up with this offense, 1st and goal in a great situation.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cardinal. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And now the River Toads will hustle to the line. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Under pressure. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The River Toads decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. searching for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Blackburn. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Virginia in their matchup against the number 12 team, the SMU Mustangs.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Hey guys, Stanford's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, listen, things have not been going right lately, but they have found some momentum here in this ball game. He said, I know we've got a lot of clock left, a lot of game left, but it all starts right now to continue to believe they get the ball to start the second half, and we'll see if they take that first half momentum into the third. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. From the gun, it's Ford. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out wide left, it's Blackburn. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Moves the pocket. It's Warren. Out wide right, it's Ford. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Sells the run, looking to pass. They're all over him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And now the River Toads have it with a 1st and 10. It's dropped after taking the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. He'll set up to throw. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Trying to take it back. Makes a move. And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey, guys, here on the Cardinals sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Drag down. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
They'll run it. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To throw, it's Warren. Rush right in his face. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long way to go on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Ford. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Stepping to the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Takes a handoff. It's Ford. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They put the brakes on it.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football in.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces... Big guy tries to barrel in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Stanford! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down to the air. Unloads it left. Nice way to knock that one down.
And his passing game, just they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
Rush is on, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. What in the world was he doing? Where was he going? And they get him for a safety. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Trying to make one miss.
Return is brought down at the 33, and your Stanford Cardinal will take over.
Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now on second down. Straight ahead, it's 4th. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.